Welcome to the video introduction of the administrator tools within LeapFILE. As an administrator of your LeapFILE account, you have the ability to do a number of things to help make the management of your account easy. In this video, we will cover the features and options under the Account Setup menu that allows you to set up your LeapFILE account, such as the URL for your file exchange site, file delivery options, and a minimum security policy for outgoing transfers, as well as user account management, such as adding, editing, or deleting user accounts, setting permission levels, and resetting passwords. Let's take a look within our account. We are currently logged in with a user account that has administrative access. Click on the Account tab in the menu bar to access the admin tools. Users who do not have admin permission will only see the personal setup options where they can change their user info, preferences, and password. Regular users will not see the account setup, account maintenance, reports, and billing menus. The first section we would like to review is the Account Setup section, located here. You may already be familiar with this page if you are the official administrator who first signed up with your LeapFILE account. The first item on this page is your file transfer site link. This is the URL for the website that your guests, whether they are your clients or partners, go to for sending and receiving files with your users, as well as access portals if you have that feature enabled on your account. Under Define File Delivery Options, you can choose to have all email notifications to be marked as sent from no_reply at leapfile.com or from the user's email address. You can also set the maximum file delivery window anywhere from 1 to 14 days across your entire account for all users, as well as set the default value, which obviously cannot be a number greater than what you set for the maximum delivery window. So for example, if you want to set the max to 10 and the default to 5, your users will see this when they set up a file transfer under Send Files. We'll take a look at the changes on the Send Files page in a minute. As an administrator, you can also enforce a minimum security level policy across all users. For example, if you want all outgoing transfers to require recipients to answer a standard security question, you will select the third option and then enter in your security question in a text box below, such as, "What is your account number?" This question will then appear as a choice for the user to select when setting up a transfer, and the user will need to enter in the answer to the security question. If your account has the repository and portal features available, but you choose not to utilize them, you may disable either one of them here. Lastly, you can choose to set a password expiration policy across all user accounts. If you want your users to change their passwords every 30 days, enter in 30. If you do not want to set a password expiration policy, enter in -1. Click Save for the changes to take effect, and let's go to the Send Files page. We are at the Send Files page. If you scroll down, you will notice that the recipient authentication has been changed according to what we have selected under Account Setup. That is, to ask the question, "What is your account number?" The user will then need to enter in the answer that should be known by the intended recipient. Also, at the very bottom of the page, under Set Advanced Options, you will notice that the number of days we entered for the default expiration is now 5, and the maximum time frame that can be selected is 10 days. Now, let's go back to the IT management tools under the Account tab. The other section we will cover in this video is the User Account section in the bottom left corner of the page. Accounts with only single users, such as the professional or basic plans, will not see this link. Let's click on the User Accounts. In this section, you will be able to see a list of all users on your account. Currently, I only have one user at the moment. You can add additional users by entering each one in manually or by importing them in bulk. If you choose to import users, you will need to have your list of users saved as a CSV or comma-separated value file with a specific format in order to import your user list. More instructions on how to import users are provided on the page after you click on the Import Users button. But for the purposes of this demo, we will just add a user manually by clicking on the Add User button. Let's create a new user account for my fellow colleague Jeremy Taylor. The email address, which will also be his login ID, will be leapfile.demo@gmail.com. In the section below, you will be able to set permission levels for this user account. Let me briefly explain what each one of these means. Administer Account basically gives the user all the admin rights on this account, which is essentially the full menu of account administrative tools under the Account tab. Send Files allows the user to set up an outgoing transfer to send files to outside recipients. Receive Files allows the user to get incoming transfers from guests. Create new repositories and create new portals lets this user access the repository and portal features respectively, only if your account plan has these features included. Manage Portal Guest Accounts allows this user to add, delete, and edit external guest accounts to portals. Manage User Accounts gives the permission to add, delete, and edit user accounts. View Account Reports lets the user view the various utilization and log reports. And Manage Account Setup gives the user access to the tools and settings under the account setup. Back to adding Jeremy as a new user and setting his permission levels. I only want to add him as a regular user on this account where he is able to send and receive files as well as use the repository and portal features. So I'm keeping all the default boxes checked under the user permissions area. Lastly, we can choose not to have an automatic email sent to this new user with an initial temporary password, but in this case we will keep this checked. Let's click Save. Jeremy has now been newly added to this account. From this page, you can filter your list of users by last name by clicking on one of the letters, or perform a search based on a name or email address. You can also choose to disable any active user accounts or enable any disabled accounts. The total number of users allowed on your particular service plan only includes active users, so disabled user accounts do not count toward this total. Let's click on the user we just added, Jeremy Taylor. If you wish to change any of the user details or permissions, just click on the Edit button. If you would like to reset the user's password and send him or her a new temporary password, click on the Reset Password button. You can also delete the user from this page as well. In addition to what I showed you in the account administration area thus far, you also have the ability to view useful reports such as your transfer utilization, your current repository and portal storage usage, a complete transfer history, and complete logs on the repositories, portals, and user access. You are also able to view your billing history and credit card information if that is your method of payment. We hope you have found this short video introduction of the administrator tools helpful. For any additional questions, please contact us at support@leapfile.com or call us at 888-905-5327. Thanks for watching.